Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, surprise, surprise, greetings, everybody. And we're going to continue from our live stream from the other day because we had lots of questions. Happy August 24th, 2023. August 24th, 2023. August is almost gone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. August is out of here. No more August. That means it's almost September. September. That means, Karina just sent me a text. She sent me a text. She's painting the bedroom. Remember, we had a big earthquake in Bogota, Colombia last week. We had a 6.3 magnitude earthquake. It was horrible. Our apartment was shaking. The clock fell off the wall. The TV mount came out. And Karina just had today, she had to fix all the problems. And she just got done painting the bedroom. She repainted the whole thing. Travel with Aziam. Hi, Travel with Aziam. Aziam, how are you? I'm back for a surprise live stream. We got lots of people living in England, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, in Europe, Germany, France, our friends in France. And if I do a live stream late at night, they're going to bed. So here we are. I'm doing a live stream now. Brandon Vance, Mr. Nahas, W. Okay, W back. Brandon Vance, Brother Diego, how are you? And Karina, we are doing great. Karina's painting. She's painting our apartment in Bogota. There, she sent me another text. She's texting me and keeping me in the loop. Mr. Nahas, hi Diego, our friend Mr. Nahas. Okay, guys, I'm back for another round, and I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're being patient. Okay, you got to be relaxed. We got a success story here out of Oman, Muscat. NOA 1 was 18th of January 2022. NOA 2 was the 10th of March 2023. NVC welcome letter was 31 May 2023. So that's 82 days from the NOA 2 letter to the welcome letter from the NVC. And it was put in transit on the 20th of June. The case was ready on the 23rd of June. And the visa interview was successfully completed on August 1st. Approved. Total processing time 560 days, 18.6 months for our friends in Oman, the beautiful Middle East. Let me see. Brandon Vance. Oh, nice. Brother Diego, Yasura and I got our case approved. High five to Brandon and Yusra. Now, I hope I pronounced her name right. Okay, I hope I got her name right. Yusra. Congratulations. And Christopher Stout is online. I did some research in Mississippi. It says I can get married in a justice of the court in any county I can do. Well, the same is true in Florida. Florida's got 67 counties, okay? And every county's got 5 county commissioners, and we have a governor, and then we have state representatives, et cetera, et cetera. But I could get my marriage certificate, my marriage license here in Santa Rosa County, and then I can get married anywhere in Florida that I want. We could get married in Miami if we wanted to, but we're going to get married here in my little hometown. Let's see. Zahid Raquel. Good afternoon, Diego. Zahid, nice to see you. Gatika Kang. Hi, Diego. Gatika. Christopher Stout. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, if you get your marriage license in Mississippi, I don't know how many counties are in Mississippi. I can't remember. I should know that. But in Florida, we got 67 counties. So you probably got a bunch of counties that you can get married in. Utsab Upad Hawaii. Good afternoon, Diego. Do we need to submit the DS-160 or DS-260 or both? Can you please explain about this? Thank you. Utsab, pay attention. You are in a K1 visa. You're going to file a DS-160. A K1 visa is a fiancé visa, which means it's a non-immigrant visa coming to the United States on a one-way ticket. Okay, so you're going to fill out the DS-160. But When you do the DS-160, when you go into the SEAC system to do it through Travel Docs, you're gonna have to punch immigrant visa. I know it's confusing, but you're going to process through an immigrant visa, but it's actually a non-immigrant visa, and it's a fiance visa, so it's a DS-160. The DS-260 is if you are married. If you got married, okay, and you're on a spousal visa, CR1 visa, IR1 visa, spousal visa, then you fill out the DS-260 at the MVC level. I don't recommend a spousal visa. They're a nightmare. I went through a spousal visa. It was a horrible experience. Don't do that. K1 visa is so much easier. All you got to do is fill out a visa package and wait. And then they do everything for you. And then it gets to the embassy and you fill out the DS-160. You pay the visa fee. You schedule the interview. You get the medical exam scheduled. Okay. You make sure your beneficiary has all of her documents or his documents. I-134, 1040 tax return, tax transcripts, W-2s, 1099s, photos of the relationship, okay? Passports, birth certificates, police certificates, letters of intent to get married, the confirmation page of the DS-160, okay? Make sure you don't forget that. The Murphy receipt. When you pay for the visa, you're going to get a receipt. Bring that to the visa interview. You got to bring it with you. Great Big Minds, Mr. Diego. How many pages does Form I-134 Affidavit of Support are they? Are there 8? No, I think there's 13. There are 13 pages to the I-134. I think it's 13 off the top of my head. I'm guessing. I can't remember, but I think it's 13. But no matter how many pages it is, you don't disregard them, okay? You fill them all, you fill out every page. And if it doesn't apply to you, put NA, NA, NA. Did you get an interpreter? NA, NA. Okay? Make sure you fill out every block, and if it doesn't apply to you, put NA. But I think it's 13 pages. Let me see. Christopher Stout, I think 86. 86 counties in Mississippi. There you go. So UTSAC. Fill out the DS-160, all right? Katie Blay. Hi, Diego. Hope you are well. I am from the UK. That's why I'm doing the live stream right now, because you're in England, right? In Europe. I wanted you to be able to be up so you wouldn't have to go to bed and miss anything. But currently in Lubbock, Texas. Oh, you're in Texas. Very good. Until the beginning of October. Well, look at you. Good afternoon, everyone. So Katie is from England, okay, beautiful England, and she's right now on vacation in Texas, where she's sweating to death probably because it's so hot. Now remember this, Katie, you're on vacation, so you came to the USA on a B2 visa. When you go back to your home country, to beautiful England, make sure you print the I-94 form, okay, because you're going to need to include that in your K1 visa package if it hasn't been filed yet, okay? If you've already filed the K1 visa package or your sponsor has, then you need the I-94 for the visa interview, because the immigration officer is going to ask you at the face-to-face visa interview in London, England, have you been to the United States before? And you're going to say, yes, I went on vacation. And then you're going to say, well, here's my I-94. Here's my entry and departure permission slip. Great Big Minds. Okay, Mr. Diego. No worries, Great Big Minds. But I think it's 13 pages for the I-134. I'm pretty sure. I could take a look right here. Let me see. Karina's sending me all kinds of pictures. She's sending me pictures because she repainted our apartment because we got hit with an earthquake. Okay? So she's repainting stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but she's repainting the apartment because all the walls cracked. The apartment was shaking like this, and the clock fell off the wall. And the lady across the street from Venezuela, she died. It was horrible. Christopher Stout, Mountain Dew behind you. Yeah, right here. There. Thanks to you guys. Ooh, let me see. Thanks to you guys on the super chats, I got stocked up. I went to Walmart and got the Mountain Dew. So we had a successful K1 visa from Oman. Okay. Now, to our friends in Central America, this is a K1 visa success story for Guatemala. Okay, they got the NOA1 letter April 6th, 2022. They got the NOA2 letter May 3rd, 2023. So that's 392 days. So that's pretty quick. It only took 13 months from NOA1 to NOA2, but it's getting quicker and quicker. USCIS seem to know what they're doing. MVC welcome letter email came to them on August 1st, 2023. So that was 90 days. So it was exactly 90 days, okay, from the NOA2 letter to the MVC welcome letter. And then they got their instructions from the embassy on the 11th of August, which was a total of 100 days. And they scheduled the visa interview for September 6th, 2023, which is a total of 518 days from NOA1 to the visa interview. So next month, okay, these people, this young lady from Guatemala, our beautiful friends in Guatemala, she got her K1 visa approved. She's just waiting on the visa interview. Katie, wait a second. Gatika Kang, what can I do now? I did everything, sir. Well, right, if you're just waiting for your NOA2 letter, you're still waiting for your NOA2 letter. The receipt date is November 12th, 2021. You should have got your NOA2 letter by now. Okay. What I would do is I would ask your sponsor to get in touch with his or her congressman, contact your congressman representative and investigate. You should have got your NOA2 letter by now. You're waiting too long. That's way too long. November 2021? No, that's not good. Get in touch with your congressional representative. Better yet, your senator. The senator's got a little bit more power. Katie Blay. Thanks, Diego. My partner and I have not started the K1 process yet. Okay. So listen up. But I'm a regular watcher of your channel, soaking up as much info as I can. So we are prepared. I'm on an ESTA, not a B2. ESTA's good. Either one. Doesn't matter. An ESTA, B2, whatever. But here's the thing, Katie. Well, I'm glad you're in Texas. I hope you like Texas. It's a big place. It's the second biggest state in the Union of the United States, okay? The biggest state in the Union is Alaska. The second biggest is Texas. You're in the second biggest state in the United States of America. It's a big place. It'll take me 2 days to drive across it, okay? But Katie, you need to get lots of pictures together. Keep all the receipts. If you go out to eat dinner, let's suppose you go to Texas Roadhouse for dinner together. Let's suppose you go to the mall together and do some shopping. Keep all the receipts, okay? Get pictures together, lots and lots of pictures, plus mainly with family and friends. You want to have at least, I would say, 50 pictures together with family and friends. All the receipts, your hotel receipts or whatever receipts, okay? Your boarding passes entering the United States and when you leave the United States. Your I-94 when you get back to England. Make sure you get all that. Because before you submit your K1 visa package, you got to make sure you got a ton of evidence, a bunch of evidence that proves your relationship. And I'm sure, of course you guys are in a relationship, real relationship. Otherwise you wouldn't be in Texas. But pictures, receipts, photos, as much stuff as you can get and make sure it goes in your K1 visa package as evidence. Gatika Kang, he contacted Congressman 1 month ago, but also no reply. He needs to get back on the phone and call his senator, okay? Forget the congressman, call the senator. There's 2 senators per state. In the United States of America, you got 2 senators for every state. There's 50 states in America. So that's how many? How many senators? That's 100, right? So there are 100 senators in the United States of America. 2, which belongs to, like Florida's got 2, Texas has got 2, Mississippi's got 2, whatever. Your senator needs to get proactive and help you. November 2021 is much too long to wait for your NOA2 letter. It's much too long. Okay. What another scenario you could do is you could file a federal lawsuit against USCIS and make them adjudicate it. I'm serious. You've waited too long. No way. I would be suing, and I'd drop a lawsuit on immigration. Federal lawsuit. Adjudicate my visa. I paid for it. I'm waiting. This is mental abuse. Drop a lawsuit on them. Boom, in 30 days you'll have your NOA2 letter. Trust me. Jacob, hello Diego. I got everything figured out. I knew you would, Jacob. You are way intelligent. You're super intelligent. You can do this. Jacob, your interview is October 24th. Okay. Philippines, right? In Manila. It wasn't hard. You figured it out. You just have to follow directions, right? Follow directions of the embassy, and you're doing a great job. You did it. You got it done. October 24th. Next couple of months, not much longer. Boom. Jin Ganesh, good afternoon, Diego. Watching that work in Guyana. Oh, we love our friends in Guyana. I like the surprise live chats, also taking in all your info. Yeah, I just throw a live chat, surprise live chat in there once in a while to keep you guys, in the loop. I don't want you to feel abandoned. So you don't have to wait from Wednesday to Saturday. So what's today? Thursday. Tomorrow I won't do a live stream, but Saturday I'll be back at 7. Paya, India, NOA2 finally approved today. What's next? Paya. Now you wait 90 days, 100 days, 110 days for the MVC welcome letter. Okay? Now you wait. Like I'm waiting. Okay? I'm waiting for my MVC welcome letter from the National Visa Center. As soon as I get it, I'll get an email. Boom. There it is. And then I wait for then what happens is the embassy will mail my package to the MVC will mail my visa package to the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. Takes about probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Then what do? I'm going to wait for the embassy to send me an email. Ready status. Or in the SEAC account. Ready, Freddy. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to email the embassy in Bogota and say, hey, guys, I see I have a ready status on my K1 visa. Karina, my beautiful prometida, this is her case number. If I have an invoice number, I'll include that. If I don't, oh well. But I'll put my case number. This is her date of birth. Okay, this is where she lives in Bogota, Colombia, her address. This is her passport number. Okay, I'll put her passport number in the email for Venezuela. And then I'll send them an email. And guess what? I'll wait a couple of days and they will email me back and say, hey, Diego, we got your visa. Start the process. Boom. Then I'll go into the SEAC account, put in the capture code, look for Bogota, Colombia, go into travel docs, process her visa. Boom. Pay the money. I'll give them I think that Karina may have to pay for her visa in Bogota at a bank authorized by the embassy, I think. But if not, I'll pay for it here. I'll give the immigration people my checking account number, my routing number to my bank, and then Uncle Sam will go in and snatch the money out of the bank and they'll give it to the embassy. Okay? Then once the visa is paid for, then the expiration date's gone away on that NOA2 letter. It's good for a year, right? I'm not even worried about the expiration date. It's irrelevant. You're in a visa process. Immigration are not going fast right now, so don't worry about the 4-month timeout on your NOA2 letter. Just to disregard it. So that's what's going to happen. So Paya, you got your NOA2 approved. That's good news. And Jacob says they had technical issues. Well, hey, surprise, right? Janet Smith, hey Diego, what's going on, Janet? How are you? How is everybody? Now, if you're still in the November 2021 and still haven't received your NOA2 letter, you need to be doing some serious proactive help. Your U.S. senator needs to get involved, and call your senator up and say, hey, either you help me or I'm filing a federal lawsuit against USCIS to adjudicate my visa. Okay? It costs like $400 to file a mandamus lawsuit against USCIS. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I'm not an immigration attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm giving you opinion. Okay? My opinion. Okay? If you have been waiting since November of 2021 for NOA 2, you need to stick your foot into the rear end of the immigration people. And you can do that with your senator or with a lawsuit. Abduli Jallo. Greetings to you, Mr. Diego, watching from the United Arab Emirates. Appreciate you so much. And we appreciate you too, Abduli. We love our friends in UAE. So it's a beautiful country. Janet Smith, thanks for the surprise live chat. Nice for us in Europe. Yeah, Janet, we've got lots of people watch us in Europe, especially in England, Denmark, Norway, in France. We got people from France. So, it's not too late and it's not too early in Europe. So, and it's the middle of the afternoon here, and it's easy for me just to jump on and do a live stream. So people in Europe don't have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. And Jacob says he had technical issues with paying the fee at the bank, validating through Travel Docs. There you go. So you got through it, right? You figured it out. High five to you. I'll send you a super chat for figuring it out. Jacob, when it comes to the medical in the Philippines, do I need to contact the medical center or the embassy? You contact St. Luke's Medical Extension, okay? Because they require 1 week before the interview in the Philippines. Okay, it used to be 2 weeks. Now it's 1 week. The embassy needs to make up its mind, okay? But here's the thing. What you need to do is call St. Luke's Hospital, the extension part of the hospital, and schedule your visa, your medical appointment. Okay, apparently 1 week before your visa interview. Now your visa interview is in October, right? October 24th. So go back 7 days from October 24th, and then schedule your visa interview on that day. Your medical interview on that day. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, and 17. So the 17th of October, see if they have an open slot for a medical exam. Okay? All right, Jacob, you have to do it. You're either your beneficiary or you, the sponsor. Immigration's not going to do it. You got to do it. When it comes turn for Karina's medical exam, I'm going to schedule the medical exam for her. Or she will. She'll call the doctor up and say, hey, I need a medical exam for my K1 visa interview. And then he'll say, okay, come on by. Bring your passport photos. Bring your passport. Bring your copy of your welcome letter. Bring a copy of your NOA 2 letter. Bring all that stuff. The doc's going to want to see it. Then she'll schedule it. Let me see. Brandon Vance, while we're waiting for our NOA 2, can we go ahead and do our DS-160? No, don't do that, Brandon. Don't do that. Just hold on. Put the reins on it. Oh, get off that Bronco horse and put the reins and calm it down. Do the DS-160 when you get the ready status, okay? Or when the embassy tells you to do it. Right now, you are too early, okay? Don't do it. Jacob, maybe it's 2 weeks. Jacob, you're going to find it's 2 weeks. 1 week is definitely not enough time to schedule a medical exam prior to a visa interview. It's 2 weeks, okay? Don't say it's 1 week and try to confuse me, because it's 2 weeks. Gagan Singh. Hi, Diego. Hope you're doing good. Doing great. Every day is fantastic. Jacob, can I do that online? Because calling them, I can't even seem to get through. International. Jacob, you need to email your beneficiary, okay, and have your beneficiary set up the medical exam. Okay, not you. Have your beneficiary do it. You've done enough work. How is it easy for your beneficiary to call the St. Luke's Medical Center extension up in the Philippines? Is it easy? Give your beneficiary some money for the phone call. Where's your beneficiary in central Philippines? Have your beneficiary do it. Karina's going to call in her medical exam. I'll schedule the interview. She'll handle the medical exam. But we'll be together. I'll be in Colombia anyway. As soon as I get this welcome letter and I can start the ball rolling, as soon as I get the ready status from the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, I'm on a plane to Colombia with the I-134, with my passport, with my NOA-2 letter, with the MERV receipt, or we may have to do that in Colombia if I remember. I'll have the confirmation page for the DS-160 because I'm scheduled the visa interview. Pay the visa fee, whatever it's going to be, whatever it takes. And right now, the I-134 is still valid, okay? The July 2023 edition, you can still use it. The January and July, it's January on the bottom left hand and the July 2023 on the top right hand of the I-134. Keep using that form for right now. Jacob, have your beneficiary schedule the medical exam, okay? Listen to me. It's easy. Your beneficiary lives in Rizal, Philippines. How far away is Rizal, Philippines from Manila? I have no idea. How far away is that? Is it a long way? Is it a short way? Is it a long distance phone call? I don't know. Jen Ganesh, hi Diego. Can you say how much does the visa cost when it goes to the embassy? Well, you're going to pay a visa fee for a K1 and you're going to pay a visa fee for any K2s. So if you got one K1 and 2 children, that's going to be 3 visa fees. And I believe the price is $265 per visa. I believe it's about $265. I'm not sure off the top of my head right now, but I think that's what it is. $245, $265, somewhere in there is how much it is. Okay? So that's how much it costs. So if you have one beneficiary, then you get 1 visa fee, 1 DS-160, 1 I-134. If you have 4, if you got 3 kids and the beneficiary, you're going to pay 4 visa fees. You're going to fill out 4 DS-160s, and you're going to fill out 4 I-134s, right? Okay. So that's my guess. I think it's $245 to $265 for the visa fee. And Jacob says Rizal, Philippines is an hour away from Manila. An hour away. Okay, so your beneficiary could jump on a bus, right? Right? Or is it a separate island? Is he on a... I don't know. I was looking out the window. There's all these birds sitting on the fence out there. I don't know if they're looking at me for food. I don't have any for them. But here's the thing, guys. Jacob, if your beneficiary is an hour from Manila, your beneficiary can get on a bus, right? Go to Manila, go to St. Luke's, go to the extension center, and set the appointment face to face, right? Karina is an hour away from her doctor in Bogota. When I'm in Colombia, we're going to jump on a bus called the Transmilenio. We're going to ride to the doctor's office, and we're going to set the appointment. You know, we'll ring the doorbell or whatever it takes. The doctor may say, oh, you got to do it online. Okay, we'll do it online. He may say, you got to do it by phone. Okay, we'll do it by phone. But we're going to figure it out. Okay? You have to figure it out. Life Worth Riding Rebel, 1100T. Diego, I finally got an interview with an interview date, August 30th. Well, that's what, 6 days away. That's right around the corner. Man, that's quick. High five. Juan Carlos Pata. Hello, Diego and Karina from the very hot Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, it's hot here near Pensacola too. I got the AC cranked, okay? I got the whole house nice and cool, so I don't sweat. And I know it's hot in Fort Lauderdale, and we are going to drive through Fort Lauderdale when I go get Karina, when she goes to her face-to-face visa interview in Bogota. Okay, then she has to make a quick trip to Venezuela, unfortunately. Has to be a quick trip. And then she'll come back to Colombia, and then we are going to fly to Miami with our cat, Tokyo. So we're going to fly Avianca from Bogota to Miami. Then I'm going to rent an SUV for our family, for the suitcase and the cats and whatever, the cat, everything. And then we will drive from Miami to Fort Lauderdale, go across. I think I'll take the shortcut through up to Orlando, then get on I-10 and drive home. Juan Carlos Parra, still waiting for my welcome letter. Send an inquiry to the NVC after 110 days. Very good. Send another one. Send another one. Send two. You've been waiting long enough. Send inquiry. Send one. Wait a couple of days. Send another one. You've been waiting long enough. Life Worth Writing Rebel, you are the best. Thank you. Hey, you guys are the best. Okay, I know this process. You guys may not know how to do this K1 visa process. Remember, I've been through it twice, plus a spousal visa. I've been through it. I've been through the school of hard knocks. Okay, I've had immigration beat me up, kick me down, and throw me around like a redhead stepchild for 8 years, and I'm at the tail end of it. And I'm going to help you guys get through it without having to go through what I went through. And Life Worth Writing, please pray that everything goes well with the interview. Life Worth Writing, we always do that. Karina and I pray for all of you guys. We want you to get through this successfully, and you will. We got faith in you, okay? We know you can do this. Gagan Singh, I approved yesterday, so what's next step? You got approved yesterday. You got approved NOA 2? Is that what happened, Gagan? You got your NOA 2 letter? What? I need more information. If you got your NOA 2 letter, then you got to wait for your welcome letter from the NVC, which is 90 days, 100 days, 110 days. Life Worth Writing Rebel, I will let you know if we are approved so you can do a success story in Managua, Nicaragua. Absolutely. I will make a video just for you for a success story in Managua, Nicaragua. Listen up, guys. Once you get your visa done and you got the visa in your passport, if you want me to do a video for you, especially for you, for your country or whatever, I'll do it. I just need to know when you got your NOA 1 letter, when you got your NOA 2 letter, when you got your welcome letter, when you got your visa interview. So give me that information. Tell me which country, and I'll make a video for you and dedicate it to you, okay? And then you'll have something to look back on in the future, say, hey, check out my video. This is my video. This is all about me, okay? And it will be a reminder to you of the K1 visa process. Let me see. Managua, Nicaragua. Beautiful country. The government, not so nice, but you got beautiful people down there. Abduli Jallo. Hi, Diego. I have twin girls, and they are in Africa. Wow, very nice. As of now, as for me, I am in the UAE. By October, I will apply for the K1. So how can I add them on a K2? Well, what you do, Abduli, and if you have two beautiful little girls, twin girls, okay, you're in the UAE. Your sponsor, now are you the beneficiary? You're the beneficiary. Your American citizen sponsor will include your children as K2 derivatives on Form I-129F. It doesn't matter if you are in the UAE and they are in Africa. It doesn't matter. What matters is they are included on Form I-129F. So when your sponsor fills out the K1 visa package, the I-129F, 13 pages, it's 13 pages. I think it's on page 3. You put the kids in there. The second page, I think it is, you include the names of the children, their names, their date of birth, where they were born, okay? And then get passports for your kids. Make sure you get passports for them right now. If they don't have passports, get them passports. Jacob Myers. Wow, look at that. A surprise super chat from the surprise live stream. Well, thank you, Jacob. I know it's not much. Jacob, it doesn't matter if it's a penny. It doesn't matter. I know it's not much, but I enjoy listening, and thanks for the help. Even that platform for me to vent through all the chaos of my case. But you made it through, right? And this was a place to be, to hang out, to help you get through it. And you got through it. And thanks for the super chat. That is fantastic. I can add more Mountain Dew to my stash right here. So to Abduli, here's what you need to do. Make sure your kids, your twin girls, your beautiful children, make sure they got passports from their home country. If that's Africa, get passports from their country in Africa. Very important. They got to have passports, okay? If you're in UAE working, That's no problem either. Okay. You're working in the UAE. Okay. But you got to make sure when you leave the UAE and go back to your home country in Africa, before you leave the UAE, get a police certificate if you've been there longer than 6 months. Get a police certificate before you leave the country, because your sponsor's going to need that paperwork. Okay? So here's your mission, Abduli. Get your kids' passports, okay? And make sure you get a police certificate before you leave the United Arab Emirates. Okay? We love our friends in the UAE, and we thank them for giving you the opportunity to work there. What an experience you're having. Okay? But make sure you get passports for your kids and a police certificate before you leave. And then make sure your sponsor, who is a US citizen, puts the kids on the form I-129F. Okay? All right? Doesn't matter that they're in Africa. Doesn't matter. They could be in Japan. It's not important. What's important is they're included on the I-129F. And then that way they will be included at the visa interview in your home country in Africa. All right? Unless you are going to live in the UAE. If you're going to live there, then you need to get your kids to the UAE when you have the visa interview. Put them on a plane to the UAE so you all can attend the visa interview. Then that way they can get their K2 visas put in their passports, just like you get your K1 visa. Okay? Did that help you? And give my best wishes to your lovely twin girls. Jacob, I just looked, I can schedule the whole thing online. There you go, Jacob. You're learning stuff, right? You just got to be proactive. You gotta use that super high IQ and put it to work. Fordain Nibalam. Hi, Diego. Do you have any idea about the current K1 visa appointment wait times for Cameroon? It's 2 to 4 months. Cameroon is in Africa, I believe. And they're if I remember, that embassy is working pretty good. They're processing visas. They're doing the job. They're doing their job. No, it's not a long wait for Cameroon. Okay, you're good. Frank Terrence. Hi, Diego. The National Visa Center confirmed that they sent my package to the embassy on August 1st, but the embassy keeps telling me to wait for instructions once they receive the package. What should I do? Frank, here's what you do. You wait for the embassy to send you instructions. August 1st is 24 days. It takes between 2 to 5 weeks for the embassy to receive your K1 visa from the MVC. The MVC said they sent your package to the embassy, okay, which means they haven't sent it yet. It's probably still sitting at the MVC, but they're going to send it. What you need to do is you got to wait now for the embassy to contact you with the packet 4. They're going to send you an email, ready status. Keep looking for the ready status, and you'll be good. Just be patient, okay? You're at the end right here. You're right on the tail end. You're almost there, Frank. Just wait. Wait it out. You're going to get your K1 visa. I promise you. Christopher Stout. Jacob. Mine lives in the Philippines in Leganes. Carrie Maya Lolio. Hey, I'm going to have, man, guys, I'm going to have to go to the Philippines and take Karina to the Philippines on vacation. I'm going to do it. But I want to do it when there's not any tropical storms over there. I know they have some pretty serious tropical storms. So let me know when's the best time to visit the Philippines, because I'm going to take Karina there for vacation. Abduli Jallo, thanks to you, Mr. Diego. They are in Gambia. Okay. West Africa. Okay. Gambia, West Africa. Okay. I know where you're at. I will prepare their passports and working in the UAE. Abduli, good. Get their passports. Okay. Make sure they're good for like 5 years. Kids usually get a 5-year passport, right? Get their passports. When you leave the UAE, if you decide to leave, get your police certificate before you leave. If you decide to stay in the UAE, you're going to have to fly your kids to the United Arab Emirates for the visa interview at the UAE. But you got to tell your sponsor, you need to make sure you tell your sponsor where you want to have your visa interview. Do you want to have your visa interview in Gambia? Or do you want to have your visa interview at the embassy in the United Arab Emirates? You make the call, Abduli. You decide. Tell your sponsor where, so he knows what to put down on the I-129F form. Okay? You got it? Juan Carlos Parra. I received the following response from the third inquiry to the NVC. You'll be notified once the case is forwarded to the assigned U.S. Embassy or consulate. That's the normal, and then somebody signed off on it, right? That said, was it somebody's name was at the bottom, a visa, and you can't reply back to this email. They're telling you just to wait. Juan Carlos, you got to get into the queue and wait. You're almost there. Jacob says, not the springtime. You want the wet, rainy season. It will be hot. Okay, so I will take Karina to the Philippines. We'll go for, let's say, 2 weeks during the rainy season. Okay, so I know in the United Kingdom it rains every day, pretty much, and it's cold. So we're going to go to England first for vacation. Then we're going to travel, and then I'll take it to. I want to go to Australia. Never been there, and then I want to take it to the Philippines. I don't know if I want to go to Singapore. I might skip that country. It's too strict for me. I think in Singapore, if you trip on the sidewalk, you get written up by the police. I don't know, but anyway. But we'll go to the Philippines in the rainy season. Now, we got success stories from Guatemala, from Managua, Nicaragua, and then Kuwait. We got a success story here for a K-1 visa from Kuwait. All right. It took, let's see. Let me see what the processing. It was 566 days, 18.8 months. And this was a success story from Kuwait. So lots of folks in the Middle East are getting their K-1 visas, which is good. All right, there's another one here. This is from Nigeria. Now, it took 400 days to get from NOA 1 to NOA 2, but Nigeria seems to be a little slow on getting visa interviews at the embassy, okay? So they got a ready status, so their K-1 visa is at the embassy in Lagos, Nigeria, but they just can't get a visa interview. So apparently the embassy is busy, backlogged. So that's a problem right now for folks who have family members in Nigeria, unfortunately. And that's not good, but, you know, like everything, there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. Abdul Jallo, I do welcome to UAE, Mr. Diego. I would love to come to the UAE on vacation. I don't know if I'm permitted though. I saw your message. I don't know if Americans are allowed to visit Saudi Arabia or those countries. I don't know. I don't think we're allowed. Honestly, I don't think I can go to Saudi Arabia or UAE. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. And I would love to go to the UAE though, and for a vacation also. The infrastructure there is fantastic. The roads, the freeways. You got these fantastic car dealers there. I would love to show Karina, you know, the Ferrari dealers and the Rolls Royce dealers. Beautiful, beautiful country. Come on, guys. Do you have any questions for my friends in Europe? I did a live stream surprise for you guys. Sophia's Gym. Hello, Diego. I have ready status. Okay. Can I set up my SIAC account? Yes. Yes. Who so? Should it be me or the beneficiary? Miss Sophia's, if you are the sponsor, get to work on it. Okay, get it started. Now, your beneficiary is the one that does the DS-160. Okay, but if they don't understand, if they can't read English or write English, help them with it. Help them with it. But go ahead and start the process. If you have ready status, get started on your K-1 visa. Okay, get started. Pay the visa fee. Look, try to schedule a visa interview. Fill out the DS-160. Help your beneficiary if they can't read English. All right. Jacob, you can always get a visa, Diego. Okay, gotcha. So that's for the Philippines, right? I think in the Philippines, Americans I get a visa for I think 30 days, and then you can extend it. Life in North Carolina. Hello, Diego from Greensboro, North Carolina. Dave Deloria. Hi, Diego. Can we travel outside of the USA after our wedding for a honeymoon? Well, you can if you have an advanced parole document. You got to get an advanced parole document. So when you get married, okay, You file your adjustment of status to the U.S. immigration folks. I believe it's in Chicago. You include in your adjustment of status paperwork an advance parole document request. Okay? You cannot travel outside of America without the advance parole document. Okay? If you do, your beneficiary, now your wife, will not be allowed back in the USA. She'll be blocked at the border entering the USA without an advance parole document. My recommendation is this: get married, file your adjustment of status, wait for your green card, then go travel. Don't travel until you have the green card. But if you absolutely positively must travel outside of the USA right after your wedding for a honeymoon, you cannot leave the country without an advance parole document. If you do, your new wife will be trapped in whatever country it is you go to for your honeymoon. You'll be stuck. Don't do it. Sophia's Jim, thank you. No problem, Sophia's. Jacob, no, Europe and Middle East. Okay, well, I think Americans now have to, starting October 1st, we got to have a visa to go to Europe. I'm serious. So in order for me to go to England after October 1st, I got to have a visa. I got to apply for a visa. Seriously. Used to be I could just jump on a plane and go to London, right? 1996, I was in Malta. I was in Italy. I was in Italy, then I went to Malta. Then I jumped on a plane and flew to London. I didn't need a visa. Now I need a visa to travel to England. Seriously, I think. That's insanity, right? And then Brazil used to be a friendly country to Americans. I could fly to Brazil without a visa. Now I got to get a visa to go to Brazil. So I canceled my vacation in Brazil with Karina. We canceled. $160 for a visa to go to Rio de Janeiro? No. I'm gonna take a tour around Colombia. We're going to the coffee region. When I get to Bogota, Karina and I are going to take a vacation. We're going to go to the coffee region of Colombia. Jacob, England might be different. I don't know. It's the Sphingin region. I know spelled it wrong. That's okay. But if I have to fill out a visa, if I got to pay for a visa to go to Brazil, I'm not going to Brazil. I'll spend my money in Colombia instead. I already told Karina that. I said, sorry, we can't go see your brother and your family in Brazil because I'm not spending all that money on a visa. It's insane. $160. I could spend a week in a hotel in Colombia for $160 in the countryside. Life in North Carolina. I'm still waiting on the NVC welcome letter. 60 days this coming Friday. Yeah, I'm waiting too. So, just be patient. Remember, it's 90 days, 100 days, 110 days. Right in there is the wait time. Monica Enoch. Hello, everyone. Well, hi, Monica. Now, Monica, remind everybody where you're from. Where do you live? Which country? Which city? We don't want your address. Don't post that. Just tell us which country. Dave Deloria. Awesome. Thanks, Diego. No worries. Yeah, Dave. Listen to me, Dave. Don't leave the United States without an advance parole document, or you're going to get into big problems in immigration, okay? It doesn't cost anything. You can apply for the advance parole document when you adjust your status for green card. Include it in your adjustment of status paperwork. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, okay? But do not leave America without the advance parole document. Vitor Saturnino. Now that sounds like an Italian name. Sounds Italian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Vitor Saturnino. Nothing fairer than charging for a visa to the United States, considering that Brazilians have to pay to have a visa to the United States. Yeah. And I don't think Brazilians should have to pay to get a visa to come to the United States. They shouldn't. Brazilians should be able to buy a plane ticket and fly to the United States on vacation without having to pay for a visa. Right? This, it should be fair, right? We shouldn't be charging Brazilians. We should, South America, Central America, Colombians. They should be able to buy a plane ticket and come to America on vacation and then go back home, right? South America, Central America, It's called free trade. And life in North Carolina says hello to Monica. Monica is in Texas, beautiful Texas. Juan Carlos Pera, Diego, I am from the coffee region. Come to Armenia and Montenegro. That's what Canada. That's it. That's where we're gonna go. National Coffee Park. That's where we're gonna. That's where Karina's planning our vacation. The Salento Cacora Valley, right? Karina is planning our trip to the coffee region. So first thing I'm going to do when I get to Bogota, Colombia, is I got to get this tooth fixed. Now my dentist here said he's going to charge me $6,000 to fix my front teeth. Okay, but I only need one tooth fixed, not the whole front mouth. He says you want $6,000, $6,000. My dentist in Colombia, in Bogota, said it's going to cost me about $700, $800. So guess what? I'm getting my tooth. I'll fly to Bogota, go to my apartment with Karina, get rested up. You know, not like I need any rest. It's not that far from Florida to Colombia, but then I'm going to get my tooth fixed, pay the dentist there. So I think it's like $800 to get it fixed in Bogota, $6,000 here. So I'm going to get all my tooth work done, fillings, tooth cleaning, whatever. Check my teeth out, and then Karina, I already got her taken care of, and then then I'll get that done. Then we're going to go on vacation to the coffee region. Let's see, Monica, it's very hot out here. Yeah, Texas is a hot place. Second biggest state in the union. Jacob Myers, just scheduled his medical appointment for 2 weeks before the 24th. Jacob, you did that during the live stream? Look at you. I need to send you a super chat. That's initiative right there. Good job. Good job. Katie Blay, I think an ETA will be needed by the end of 2024 to enter the UK. I will need to confirm though. Yeah, seriously. I mean, you know, I thought the British and Americans, I thought we resolved our differences after the after the Revolutionary War. Okay, British people should be able to come to the United States without paying for a visa, and Americans should be able to go to England without paying for a visa, right? So now I got to pay a visa to go to England. Seriously, now guys, that's not good, and it's the governments that do it, not the people. You know, if I was running Brazil, if I was the president of Brazil, I would say to Americans, you don't have to buy a visa to come visit here, okay? And then I would be lobbying with the president of the United States and the State Department, telling them to lift the visa requirements for Brazilians to enter the United States. You know, get a tourist visa when you enter. You arrive at Miami International Airport, you get your Brazilian passport, you stamp a 90-day visa in there, and you go on vacation for 90 days, right? They know who you are. They got your passport. They know who you are. It's crazy. Abduli Jallo, Mr. Diego, you highly welcome. All American citizens are allowed to visit UAE. Okay. My fiance is attending my birth celebration, October. Your birthday. I love it. I love how you say that, your birth celebration. That's a what? You know, I'm gonna change my birthday and I'm gonna call it my birth celebration day. I like that. That must be a culture from Africa, right? From Gambia. October. So I will put an engagement ring on her finger. There you go, Abduli. Perfect. Beautiful. And Karina, she told me she wants to get married to me on my birthday. Apparently, because I'm older, I won't forget our wedding day. Right? I'm kidding. Let me see here. Vitor Saturnino. Yes, Brazilians have to pay $180 to get a visa. That's insane. That's crazy. If I was running the State Department, I would say no, but I would abolish that. Well, $180 to get a little thing? Nah, that's crazy. Brazilians are our friends. We love Brazilians. They're our friends. Everybody in South America is our friend. We have issues with the government of Venezuela. So maybe, you know, that's the problem with that government. And we have issues with Nicaragua because they're communists down there, the government. But the people are good. You know, the rest of South America and Central America is no problem. What's with this $180 for a visa? That's crazy. Monica, I just noticed the 6-pack of Mountain Dew hanging in the back. There you go. Yeah, you guys bought that for me. You keep me in Mountain Dew so my voice doesn't get dried out. Jacob, that's what Brazil gets with Lula and him joining BRICS. Yeah, well, Lula is the president of Brazil is a socialist, I believe. Just like the president of Colombia, Petro, is a full blown Marxist communist, right? But the people have voted him in. They elected him because the opposition wasn't strong. You know, Petro was running for president and he won his election fair and square, right? The people put him in there. So the first thing he did was he wanted to ban oil drilling. He wanted to ban oil drilling. And the price of gas went up from, what was it, $1.90 a gallon to $2.40 a gallon. And all the taxi drivers in Cartagena went on strike. They got angry. They said, we're not paying $2.50 for a gallon of gas. Are you crazy? So Petro went back into his house, and I think he's closed his mouth on oil refineries. I don't know. We'll find out. You know, the Colombians wanted to experience socialism for 4 years. There you go. They got their chance now, right? But it's only for 4 years because the Colombian president only has one term for 4 years. Okay. In the United States, the president has 2 terms for 4 years, for a total of 8 years. But the president of Brazil is a socialist. Apparently, she doesn't like Americans. Michelle, hey, Diego, do I still have to wait for a welcome letter if I have a case number? If you have a case number, go into the SEAC account and see if you can start your process. But you got to have a ready status from the embassy. You can't process your visa until you have the embassy ready status. And what the embassy ready status is telling you is that they're ready for you. They got your visa package. They've looked through it. They're waiting on you now to pay for the visa fee and schedule the interview, schedule the medical exam, fill out the DS-160. And every embassy is different, okay? Monica, our healthcare here in the States is ridiculous. I work for the healthcare, dental prices are insane, even with insurance. Yeah, my grandparents go to Mexico to get their teeth fixed. Thankfully, no issues. Well, God love them. You know, I'm going to have to go to Colombia to get my teeth fixed. I am not going to pay for my dentist to put a swimming pool in his backyard to fix my front tooth. $6,000 plus tax. When I can get it done in Colombia, I think it's for $800 because they have to make a tooth for me and they got to get it specially designed and everything else, which I understand. But if I got a choice between $6,000 and $800, I'm going to pay $800, and then I'll give the dentist a $100 tip for doing a good job, right? Karina's getting all her dental work done in Bogota. Here, forget it. Here, it's insane. And then in the future, when Karina is an American citizen, okay, if we need dental work done, we're going to hop on a plane to Bogota and go to our dentist in Colombia and get it done there. It's much cheaper for me to buy a plane ticket, get a hotel for let's say 5 days, and pay for my dental work and get it all done in a week, okay, than do it here in the United States. It's sad to say, right? Drake Live, has anyone here been able to pay the visa fee in Ethiopia? Good question, Drake. Somebody answer Drake. He's looking for Ethiopia. Jacob, Brazil looking to drop the US dollar. Let him do it. If Brazil wants to drop the dollar, let him drop the dollar. That's okay. Not a problem. You know, then inflation in Brazil will go to triple digits, right? And nobody can afford anything, just like in Venezuela. Guess what happened in Venezuela? Inflation went so high, it went so high that the Venezuelan currency is worthless. Okay, there are Venezuelans in Colombia, in Bogota, that make souvenirs out of Venezuelan bolivars. Okay, if Brazil wants to go the way of Venezuela, let them knock themselves out. Then everybody in Venezuela is going to move to Colombia, just like everybody from Venezuela moved to Colombia and Peru and Chile, Argentina, right? Communism doesn't work, guys. It does not work. It fails every time. Just my opinion. I'm not. If you like communism, that's your choice. You can enjoy it. But me, I'm a capitalist free market guy. You know, I like to be free. I don't want the government telling me what to do. Let's see. Jacob, Brazil, dropping the US dollar. Let him drop it. Juan Cruz. Hey, Diego, I hope you and Karina are good. We're doing great, Juan Cruz. Do I have to print the I-134 Declaration of Financial Support and bring it to the fiancé? You can bring it to her personally, or you can mail it to her. Use DHL or FedEx, but it has to be the original form. Okay, the I-134 has to be the original form. Okay, signed in black ink, signed and dated, the original, not a scanned copy, not a photocopy. You can either bring it to her or you can mail it to her. Courier, DHL is what I recommend. Michelle, but can you see the ready status on the SIAC account, right? So do you still need to wait for welcome letter? No, if you see ready status, Michelle, if you see the ready status in the SIAC account, that means the embassy's got your visa, all right? Start moving forward with the process. Email the embassy, tell them, check in with them, and ask for directions from your embassy. Juan Cruz, the whole application or just the last page? What? You need to send the whole page. The whole I-134, I believe, is 13 pages. You got to send every single page. Every one. And you got to sign it. Your beneficiary doesn't sign the I-134. The sponsor signs it. Michelle, I see people having their case number and invoice number with ready status, but they're still waiting for a welcome letter. Well, they need to start getting with the program and start processing their visas. They haven't been given directions. They don't know what to do. Okay? They don't know what to do. So maybe you could help them. Tell them to join the channel. Join the live stream. They don't have to subscribe to the channel, guys. I don't ever ask you to do that. I never ask you to subscribe. I never do. But they're welcome to join the live stream, and I'll help them. Jacob, it's Brazil, India, China, Russia, South Africa. What? They're going to drop the dollar? Okay, well, who cares, right? Russia's not doing so well. Their economy's in the toilet. China's economy's in the toilet. India's doing pretty good. I don't know what their problem is. Brazil went socialist. The government went communist. The people didn't. And South Africa is socialist. You know, they like hanging out with the Chinese and the Russians. So let them hang out with each other in their misery, okay? But the people of South Africa and Brazil and India, China, and Russia are good people. It's the governments that are the problem. HY, hi Diego. Is the welcome letter the one with the case number? Because they haven't sent any invoice number. So here's the thing, right? If you didn't get an invoice number, but you got a case number, maybe your embassy doesn't require the invoice number, and go ahead and start processing your visa if you got ready status. Jacob, can I start doing my I-134 now? Yes, get her done. Jacob, fill out the I-134, sign it, date it, get it to your beneficiary in the Philippines. 1 hour from Manila, right? Diego, mine said ready, but the embassy told me they only had digital copy and was waiting for the physical. Okay, that's no problem. Don't worry about it. Just get started on processing it. Michelle, my fiance and I are watching this live together. Very well. Hey, Vivek, very good. Juan Cruz, thanks so much. I don't submit the I-134, only bring it to the embassy. No, you don't upload. Okay, Juan Cruz, you don't upload the I-134. You don't upload anything to the National Visa Center. You don't. Your beneficiary has the I-134 in her hand and put between her fingers. She carries it to the embassy. When she goes to the visa interview, the immigration officer is going to say, "Can I have your I-134, please?" And she's going to give it to the embassy officer. Here you go. Merry Christmas. That's how it works. You don't upload anything. Fairer Life. Let me see here. Fairer Life. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Diego. And thanks for all the help. Isaac Medrano. Hi, Diego. Julia from Brazil and Isaac from Florida. Nice to see you guys in beautiful Brazil and hot, sweaty Florida. We love our friends in Brazil. Your visa interview will be in Rio de Janeiro at the U.S. Embassy there. Jacob, I was just telling that for people who said they had ready status on SIAC. but may not be at the embassy physically. There you go. Every little piece of information is important, right? It helps you guys. All right, I've been chatting for an hour. I came on a surprise live stream for you guys, and I hope I answered some more questions for you. I've seen a lot of success stories going on here, which is good. If you have ready status, please start your K1 visa process. Even if you don't have your invoice number, go ahead and start. Okay, and I'm going to log off. And thanks for that super chat, Jacob. I'll add another case of Mountain Dew to my stash right here, and I will see you guys back here on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I did the live stream, okay, to help the folks in England, Denmark, Sweden, in Europe, okay, our beautiful friends in Europe. See you guys, and see you on Saturday.